Do you believe it's important to meet our needs, or should we get rid of our desires, needs, and wants?
I think it's important to meet our needs. However, as your love for yourself increases, what you call your needs will change and will also diminish. So the more you are self-loving, the more you are sensitive to meeting your needs. You have more stamina to face situations that require your compassion and your love, without the obsession, paranoia, or I need to meet my needs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So a person that loves himself doesn't really have so much needs, yes, and it doesn't make a big deal of it because its container is so full of love, and so the more you love yourself, the less needy you are. Of course, you still need to breathe, you still need to eat, you still need to sleep. Of course, there are basic needs that still needs to be met. However, again, the more you are loving yourself, the more you're strong, and the more you can endure situation where maybe for a moment your needs are not met. I'm not saying that you have to constantly challenge your needs. It's just you don't think about it so much. It's like when you are fully immersed, for example, in a creative project. Or for example, you are like me, playing music or composing music or doing something, you forget about your needs. Oh gosh, I was so taken by the creation that I was engaging with that I forgot to eat. I forgot that it's already 2 o'clock in the morning. I didn't even have the time to do whatever your needs are, because you were completely, you went out of your way. Yeah. And that predisposition require either a full passion for what you're doing, in the case of creative process, or a full amount of love, self-love, if you are engaging in a situation of support. Because if your needs are always so predominant, then you cannot really do your work, because you will constantly be concerned about your needs, and so your action will be always not as powerful as it could be. And a self-loving person, I think, managed to meet his needs or her needs and without sacrificing or compromising or diminish his or her effort in what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So there are situations where a person that again his container is full of self-love, it will not mind it for a moment to forget his needs. It's no big deal, it's okay, because there is something important here. I can do that a little bit later, I can wait a little bit. While if you are self-centered and constantly needing, then you will not be able to tolerate any little situation where your needs are not met.
Mm-hmm.
and then you will freak out if you were not able to take a shower when you woke up, and you will freak out if it's 12. I need to eat now, you know, because you are very fragile, and we are on Earth. You know, it's not about so much about our needs. It's about doing what we are here to do. And so, yes, I'll take care of my needs, but I am here to really shake my tree. And if I'm constantly concerned about my needs, I'm not going to shake my trees, never, because I'm constantly have to pamper myself with my needs.
Yeah.
And that's why sometimes you all constantly see these people that are constantly concerned about my privacy, my stuff, or I don't like when you do this because it really bothers me. I mean, there's all this constant request of fulfilling my needs, and that made them, in a way, in a situation where they are experiencing a high degree of selfishness, because basically selfishness is lack of self-love. If you love yourself, everything is well, always, you know, and so you can surrender to the support, to the giving, to the you can open your container and trust that everything is fine, because when you love yourself, you are tuned in and you understand there is no such a thing as scarcity, there is no such thing as separation, and so your needs are going to be met by the synchronicity of life operating through your love.
Yeah.
Rather by then from your mind that constantly remind you, well, no, I need this, I need, you know, and I have to, you know.
Yeah. So the importance of meeting your needs is getting less and less, right? So it's,
the list of your needs will change. You will find yourself, oh no, I don't need that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, before it was important. For example, before it was important that I have a perfect haircut and I'm dressed like that, because in that moment I was giving very great value to be accepted, for example, right? Just a silly example. So I'm constantly need to look good and have the latest fashion and all that. And I had to have a certain car, and I make sure that when people talk to me, I have a certain look, a certain whatever. But when you grow yourself into self-love, you don't need so much validation from the outside, for example. You don't need so much to be accepted or understood. And so you start to peel off stuff from your list. You don't care what car you're driving. You don't care so much about. Of course, you will do what you feel is right, but that will not be so filled with apprehension and contraction. You know.
Yeah.
So not only you will have less need, but also the list of needs will diminish or change. So, for example, maybe there was a time where I need to have the delicious meal with all the, you know, the refined cuisine, and now I understand. I love my body, and I'm not trying to fulfill my my emptiness with food. And so now food for me is just energy, and so I rather to have a good meal that really nurture my body rather than the 5-star restaurant fashionable food, you know.
Yeah.
So that's what it changes. So your list is still, you have still needs, but rather than that you have now something that is more organic, that is more life supportive. Your needs will be not in contrast with life, but will be supportive of life. So even when you fulfill your needs, you are still creating great service for humanity and for the earth.